Hey guys, it's me. Good morning from Australia. This morning I had Chase Rise, also known as Tony Bennett, asked to follow me. I said, "Hi there. Is this a fan page for Tony then? A new one?" Because it was like created yesterday, right? "Hello, my fan," he says. "Thanks for your moral support towards my career. I appreciate you all." And because I've had enough of Tony's, I just can't. I just can't do it anymore, guys. I said, "I'm sorry, but who is this? Are you saying you're Tony Bennett?" Question mark, question mark. "Yes, I am not dead. You people should stop saying I am dead," he said. To which I said, lots of laughing emojis. I said, "Does this ever work for you? It's insulting that you think we are this stupid. Wonder who they buried then. You're an idiot." "I just want to see how my fan truly love me," he tries. I said, "You're an idiot," I repeated. "If you say I am dead, then who is posting those pictures and videos on the Tony Bennett Instagram account?" I said, "How is heaven?" And in response to who's posting the pictures and videos, I said, "You muppet, his family are, Omo. Are you this stupid?" "I am the one posting those pictures and videos," he doubles down. I said, "You're an idiot." I said, "Changing the name doesn't change the fact that you're an idiot," and then sent him that, right, which he's only just seen 1 minute ago. I don't know if he'll come back. If he does, excuse the bleeps in the middle of the video. Now I want you to meet Instagram user, also known as previously Jason Momoa, right? So I did report the account and it was taken down. "Hi there," he said. "I've noticed you popped up on my page many times. I appreciate the support and the love." Hands doing love heart emoji. "I don't take it you a request on here, cause have been getting text from some of my fans about people claiming to be me. I always see your comments and likes. God has a reason for all purpose." Mind you, he'd left the quotation marks in there. "Have you also been getting requests from people claiming to be me?" he asks. I said, "Wow, your English is actually worse than some of the other fakes. Plus, you left the quotation marks in when you copy pasted that. If you didn't if you didn't oh, sorry. If you spent money on that, you were ripped off." I don't know why I couldn't type. "Wow," said our incredulous scammer. I said, "Yep. Sorry, not sorry. Someone had to tell you." And I thought I'd prod him a little bit. I said, "You're new at this, correct?" And I wasn't expecting a response, guys. But last night, "Yes," he says, "I'm a broke African kid. I need fees for my school bill." So our scammer resorts to direct begging instead now that this was blown. I said, "Yeah, well, this isn't the way, dude. It's so wrong." "But I have tired all my possible best, Ma. I really don't want to go this way, but I have no one to support me. My mum doesn't have a job and I am the first son," he says, right? Thinking that if he just says all this, I'll just be moved to go, "Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll send you money to stop you from scamming." I said, "Well, nobody that's been lied to will help you either. There are ways to make money. You just have to want to work." "I really do, Ma," he says. "I make clothes." I said, "I know for a fact that there are physical labouring jobs in Nigeria, but you kids don't want to work." And in response to him making clothes, I said, "Then work harder." And he sends a photo, and I'll show you that. So he sent a vanishing picture, which I managed to get a screen grab of a very, very old sewing machine, which I actually think his mother's probably working on, right? "This is my sewing machine," he informs me. "I make clothes, but things are really hard." I said, "Then you need to work harder. We all have to work. I worked in a factory for shit money for years until I educated myself. You have a phone, make content. You guys sit on the phone all day and night and scam innocent people." To which he responds, "Ma, I have done all kind of labouring jobs for building sites, and am being paid 1,000 naira daily. I work 9 hours," he laments. Now, I'm sure that's pretty crap money, right? I don't doubt it. My response was, "Only 9 hours. My shifts were 12 hours, and they were. I worked in a factory for quite a few years and worked 12-hour shifts for crap money." "I have never taken money from anyone," he said, "and am just tired." Because, you know how tiring it is to actually work for a living, guys. And around 9 hours, "Our country system doesn't allow one do such, Ma. They would say I'm underage. I'm just 18. I just want to go back to school so I can be a better person. I said, secondary school in Nigeria is free. If you can't pay for university, you need to work instead. If you're 18, you just finished school. I'm in high school studying microbiology right now. And I may have gotten it wrong. Maybe they call university high school. I don't know. In Australia, it's primary school and then high school all the way through to year 12. And then it's university when you go to higher education. I said, I'm not paying for your school. You've done this scam before. I recognise the opening paragraph you used. And in response to, if you're 18, you just finished school. I'm in uni, ma, he tells me. I said, high school in Nigeria isn't university. We'd cross-posted. And then I realised maybe, I don't know. I said, only first year then, in response to being in uni, ma. Yes, ma, my first year, he says. I said, you'll have to drop out and become a tailor. And in response to, I'm not paying for your school fees, he goes, all right, ma. I'm really sorry for lying to you, claiming to be someone else. I said, that's fine, goodbye. And he poddled off and took the account down. So, he realised from the start it wasn't going to work. He just resorted straight for plan B. That wasn't going to work, and he poddled off in relatively good temperament, I guess. Oh, well, on to the last and best one. Meet James Rashid, also known as Iman Isiam. Now, I normally don't accept any kind of chat requests because I don't do romance scams well at all. I don't have the patience. But I was inspired by Annie from Romance Scams and Online Scams. She's kind of my hero. So I thought I'd give it a go this morning. Hello, waving hand. Friend, he says. I said, sorry, do we know each other? Yes, I just come across your profile and look beautiful. Nice meeting you, he says. I said, so yes, we do know each other, or no, we don't? Please, don't be harsh. I don't mean any harm, my scammer tells me. I said, no, I'm genuinely asking. I don't get many requests on here, so I'm actually asking, and your answer was unclear. My intention is sincere, he tells me. I just want to know you. I said, so no, we don't know each other. Okay, that's fine. I was confused by your reply, that's all. I'm sorry if I offended you, he said. I said, I wasn't offended, just confused. I usually only chat with friends and family. Okay, that's very nice, he says. Okay, I want to be your friend. I said, let's see. You look beautiful on profile. Where are you from? I said, how kind of you to say that. I'm from Australia, and you? I'm from Poland, but live in London. Are you single? He asks. I said, Poland. I love Poland. And in response to, are you single? I said, I'm currently not in a serious relationship. Thank you, he says. Okay, I'm single, which I would hope he bloody would be if he was a real person messaging me. I said, where in Poland are you from? Do you have any kids? He says, ignoring that. I said, I don't, just cats and dogs. I'm not a fan of children, to be honest. Where in Poland are you from? I was there last year. And then he writes, the Republic of Poland in Polish, right? I'm not going to even try and butcher that. How old are you? He said. I said, I asked where in Poland, as in city or town, not the name of the country in Polish, LOL. To which he responds, I know. I said, just Google a city or town if you can't think of one. I don't understand, resorting to the usual scammer rubbish. I said, where in Poland are you from, as in which city? You asked the question, he non-helpfully tells me. I said, yes, and you answered by telling me the name of the country in Polish. Yes, said our idiot. I said, which isn't a city or a region or an area. Are you having comprehension difficulties? It wasn't a hard question. Well, I didn't think it was. Maybe it was, ... I'll help you. I was in Warsaw and then travelled to Slovakia. See? Easy answer. I like you, he says, because you're funny, he says, trying to buy for time while he's frantically Googling Poland. I said, you still haven't answered my question. It's very tiresome to have to ask a question 4 times. I'd hate to imagine if we ever discuss politics or music. Just wait, guys. And I will tell you, was his response. I said, I'm sure I can't wait. It's taken 10 minutes just to get here. I'm not asking for your street address, man. Just name a town or a city. It isn't difficult. Lodz, voivodeship, or whatever it is, meaning township. Where do you live in Australia? He comes back. I said, so you're from Lodz. Phew, that was like pulling teeth. I've been to Lodz, travelling through on my way to Slovakia. I said, I live in Ballarat, a town in Victoria. See how nice when it's an easy question? To which our idiot scammer responds to, yes. I said, I didn't even need to Google it. Why? Yeah. I said, because I live there and I know where I live. Tell me little about yourself, he says, because I don't in Poland. I said, because you don't what in Poland? I don't get it, came his idiotic response. And then I showed him where he said, because I don't in Poland. I said, you don't what in Poland? You never finished the sentence. And because I'd mistyped it, I wrote, you never finished the sentence. Right? He goes, I mean, because I don't live in Poland. And I saw that and I went, Freudian slip, LOL, because he'd obviously never finished his sentence. It's just a mistake, he said, in referring to never living in Poland. I said, so where in the UK do you live, or shouldn't I ask? Please try to be nice, he said. I said, I am being nice. You're making it very hard to get a straight answer. Tell me how old you are, he says, trying to divert me. I said, I'm 40. Where in the UK do you live? I've been all over the UK and I adore it. Okay, if I tell you, are you going to stop being rude to me? Said our supposedly English gentleman. And in response to, I've been all over the UK and I adore it, he says, okay, that's good. I said, I beg your pardon. You're the one who didn't answer a question until I asked 4 times. That's rude. And in response to, I've been all over the UK and I adore it, again, he says, hoping to see you one day. I said, you still haven't told me where you live. Okay, I will answer you, he said. I said, it's now like 6 times and it's getting tedious. If that will make you feel better, he says, sending me a love heart. I said, wow, don't strain anything by conversing like an adult, okay? You asked me, so quid pro quo. Bristol, he said very, very quickly. I said, oh, finally, I haven't been to Bristol. Tell me about it. Very nice and cool city, said no one who'd ever travelled. I said, okay. I hope you will come over one day, he said. I said, to Bristol? Perhaps. It's not in my travel plans. I will love to meet you, said my scammer, and why not? I said, I like London and Northamptonshire. Have you been? Don't worry, I will make a plan for that, he responded. What are you doing now? Ugh, resorting to that stupid question. I said, how long have you been in England? And I'm chatting with you, I thought. I was born there, he said. I said, but you said you were Polish. And yes, I misspelt it to plush, but, he didn't notice. Tell me, what is your job? He said. I said, you said you were Polish, but now you're English? Yes, my father, he said. I said, so your father is Polish, not you. Why say you were? You're British, not Polish. My dad is from Poland, all the same, he says. I said, that doesn't make you Polish. Why the nonsense at the start then? My parents aren't Australian, but that still makes me an Aussie, having been born here. Where is my dad from? He asks. And in response to my parents aren't Australian, he says, okay, good. I ask you a question. And in response to where is my dad from, I said, how would I know? That does not make you Polish. And you didn't answer me yet, says our frustrated scammer. I said, you don't answer any questions until I've asked them 4 times. And in response to that doesn't make you Polish, he goes, okay, I agreed with you. I said, and you're not Polish, so why lie? Was it to impress me? I have told you. My dad is from Poland. I said, yes, you told me you were Polish, then said you were not born there and were British. I used to travel to Poland, was his response. And in response to my dad is from Poland, I said, that does not make you Polish, from Lodz. Sorry about the misspelling. And I used to travel to Poland, to which I responded, I travel every year. It doesn't make me from every country. What nonsense is this? Why are you so angry? You don't know me yet, said our frustrated scammer. I said, I'm frustrated because you cannot seem to stick to a single narrative, and it's tedious asking you questions 4 times before I get any sensible answers. Please, you have to take it easy, he said. I said, please don't be patronising. You started this nonsense. And in response to my, I'm frustrated because you cannot seem to stick to a single narrative, he said, okay, is that the reason why you are angry? I said, shall we move to an easier topic? We'd cross-posted. Oh, I'm sorry, he said. I said, what do you do for work? I was holding my breath for this one. Okay, go ahead, he says in response to shall we move to an easier topic? And then because I didn't respond, he hastily read back. And in response to what do you do for work, I asked you first. I said, are you a child playing silly games? Nevertheless, I work as a dentist, he deigned to tell me. I said, okay, good. I work in the mines in Ballarat as a supervisor. I do 6 months on and 6 months off. Where did you study dentistry? University of Bristol. Which he had to Google. He went away for a while, to Google mines in Ballarat, where, yes, there is actually a functioning gold mine, and then to Google where he could do dentistry in Bristol, and yes, the University of Bristol does offer dentistry. I said, I don't think I know how old you are. You never asked, he said. I said, maybe not. I got so confused by your citizenship that I must have forgotten. Please indulge me now. I'm 46 years old, he tells me. I said, thank you for answering the first time, LOL. Do you have your own practice or do you work in a hospital? To which he responds, I work in private hospital. I said, that's nice. It's good England has socialised medicine like Australia, which obviously he had no idea what I was talking about, and he responds with, yes. I said, what do you do for fun? I always wondered what dentists do for fun. I listen to music. What about you? He said, not at all happy that he'd lost control of the conversation because scammers like to be the ones asking questions, right? I said, just listen to music. I enjoy that also. What's your favourite type? Love songs, came the very belligerent response. I said, love songs? Not my cup of tea, I'm afraid. Afraid of what? Said how definitely not British. Idiot. You should not be. You have to try, he said. To which I sent question mark, question mark, question mark. I said, it's an English expression. It's not meant literally. That's good, he said. I said, you're English. How do you not know this? It's common in the Western world. Know what? Said our scammer. I said, the term, I'm afraid, at the end of the sentence. Oh, never mind. Going into the semantics and vernacular right now of each region is too tedious. To which he responded, that's why I said you have to try. I said, try what? I don't enjoy love songs or ballads. I've heard many and I simply don't enjoy them. I like heavy metal and rock and roll. Love songs are so maudlin and overly sentimental and unrealistic. When you are using your words, try to know the meaning, said our scammer, who had no idea about the meaning of any English words. I said, excuse me, which words did I use incorrectly, please? Enlighten me. And his response to unrealistic of love songs, love is not unrealistic, he says, with great profundity. To which I responded from a man who didn't understand a common English saying. The love songs are unrealistic and I'm entitled to my opinion. And his response to excuse me, which words did I use incorrectly, please enlighten me. Please, dear, not here to enlighten you, he says. And around love songs are, unrealistic and I'm entitled to my opinion, he says, it's okay. I said, please try and know the meanings of the words you use, repeating his own patronising statement back. I said, it's clear you don't. To which he responds, okay. I said, where are you from, really? It's clear you aren't British or Polish. I detest liars, which, yes, I misspelt as lists, but corrected immediately. Please, I don't want to argue anymore, was his response to it's clear you aren't British. I said, no, I don't imagine you would want to, smirking face. I said, have a nice evening over there, because I was done with the conversation. I just don't have Annie's patience nor her intellect or intelligence, to be honest, to keep this going. So he goes, read again, showing me where I said I detest lists. I said, yes, and I corrected it, thank you very much. I'll not take grammar lessons from someone who is clearly not 46 or from England. Okay, that should be better, he said, completely misunderstanding my sarcasm. I said, meaning what exactly? Please try and type something sensible. Because I don't know what you want to say, said our scammer, who at this point had lost complete control of the conversation. I said, I have no idea what you're saying, at all. I'm not a talking type, he puts in to try and backtrack. I said, it's all gibberish and nonsensical. And then why message random ladies online in response to I'm not a talking type? You have a time, he says, in response to its gibberish and nonsensical. I said, you clearly cannot converse in a mature manner. And a time for what? Exactly. Again, with the nonsensical. You have to learn some manners, dear, my scammer informs me. I said, from you, dear, who is clearly a child pretending to be an adult and who cannot hold a mature conversation for love or money. Do try and research the vernacular and speech styles of the nationality you're pretending to be. It'll be much easier for you next time. Please, when you are trying to hold a conversation with someone, try to speak nicely, he said. And then realizing how badly things were going, do you know I like you, he said. I said, oh dear, are we insulted for being called out? Tisk, tisk. Take this as a lesson and make better choices with your life. And you didn't even get to tell me about your wife who either died or cheated with your best friend yet. What a shame. To which he says, I don't want anything from you. And I responded to, do you know I like you, with no, you don't. He didn't like me. And I don't want anything from you got a response from me of, I didn't insinuate you did. To which he sent, I just need a cool and a nice friend. And I responded, I need a mature adult who can actually hold a discussion and not resort to silly lies to try and impress me. But we can't all get what we want, can we? To which he responded, you have to be patient a little. You don't know me yet. To which I said, with someone who has lied the entire conversation, and oh, I think I know you quite well by now. Wouldn't you agree? To which he responds, with someone who has lied the entire conversation, I haven't lied to you, dear. I said, please don't call me dear, it gives me the ick. Just that I don't like talking too much, he tries. I said, well, good luck with this endeavour then, if you're so silent. I don't have the intestinal fortitude to walk a child through a mature conversation. May I suggest TikTok for you next time? Perhaps that's more your demographic. Why are you sounding so insensitive? Our completely hurt scammer said. I said, to your plight of being young and unable to hold a mature conversation with any conviction. What a ludicrous question. Every man needs peace of minds. He apropos of nothing inserts. I said again, I'll repeat myself. Why are you messaging ladies online if you don't wish to converse? You cannot retreat to silence when it's clear that you've made a mess of it. To which my comment of, to your plight of being young and unable to hold a mature conversation, he said, what questions have you asked me about? I have not answered them. I said, ugh. Please try and read back and see where you made your mistakes. Use it as a learning tool. And to me saying, again, I'll repeat myself, why are you messaging ladies? He said, I messaged you and I'm ready to hold a conversation with you. A little too late, I'll say. To which I responded, but you said you don't like speaking. It's like you're not understanding me at all, said our very frustrated scammer. I said, and it's clear you cannot hold a conversation. And in response to, it's like you're not understanding me at all, I said, no, because what you write is nonsensical and shows that you aren't British or 46, or highly educated either by my estimation, which is not a terrible thing unless you claim to be. To which he responds, why could you say such? And I'm not lying to you. I said, it's clear you aren't English. Let's start small. By your vernacular, your lack of knowledge of simple Western idioms. We are just chatting. We haven't met each other yet, he tries again. I said, why would we meet? And in response to, by your vernacular, your lack of knowledge of simple Western idioms, he says, you have been rude again. I said, I have no desire to meet someone who clearly is full of claptrap. And in response to, you have been rude again, I said, I think the word you want is still. But completely not understanding it, think before you utter a word, he said. I said, you're wasting my time. You're clearly a child. And in response to, I think the word you want is still, he says, no, completely misunderstanding it. And to, you're clearly a child, okay, tell me, he said. I said, so again, you fail to understand simple English. He'd written, let's what? and had very quickly deleted it. So I said, let's what all this? Please write properly. Deleting it doesn't make me unsee it. Do you live with your family? He writes in really quickly. And okay, to deleting it doesn't make me unsee it. I said, do you? In response to do you live with your family? You clearly must, going by your age. Both parents, siblings, to which he responds, are you living with your family? I said, no, I'm an adult. Okay, he said. What is your favourite colour? Trying to take control of the conversation again. I said, no, you will not resort to your little script now. It just won't do. And what is your hobbies? He tries. I said, the proverbial cat is out of the bag now. To which he responds, lol. I said, yes, hilarious. You are fun to be with, he says. And I responded, and you're asinine and juvenile. To which he said, I really enjoyed the conversation with you. I said, I wish I could say the same, but alas, I cannot. And he goes, why? I said, I am now seriously questioning either your mental health or your intelligence in general. We are just knowing each other, he tells me. I said, are you getting your chats mixed up? And in response to I am now seriously questioning either your mental health or your intelligence in general, he says, okay, which one? I said, both, I'd imagine, as no adult would ever be this nonsensical. I take it you're some street kid then who is bored. Goodbye, and do try and make better choices with your life. I thought he'd go away. But he came back with, why? I said, because I have no desire to communicate with a child who pretends to be an adult. I don't run a daycare centre for wayward teenagers. Oh, I can see this how you insult people around and post on your story. He has no access to my stories, guys, because I didn't allow him to follow me. I said, yes, that's right. Well, I'm not here for that, he tells me. I said, nobody's asking you to stay, little one. You just won't go. I've already said goodbye. That's why you are mannerless, he tells me, showing me exactly where he's from and not from England. I said, and that's why you're a street kid from West Africa looking for a client who will remit. Like I said, good luck. You'll need it. That's why you are so wrong, he says. To which I sent laughing emojis, and because he may not be from West Africa, he could have been from South Africa, for example, I said, geography aside, you're still a child who isn't British, who has never travelled and is about 19, I think. Do you think anybody that said hello want to have anything to do with you? He nonsensically puts in. I said, no, it's clear by the conversation that you're a child. I said, you are mannerless, was his response. For geography aside, you're still a child. I said, and your English is awful, just awful. Go back to school, my little Mughal. You don't have home bringing, he said. Fool. I said, oh, at least try and write proper English. And in response to fool, I said, there you are, little Omo, because our scammer had finally showed himself. That's the reason why you still single, he said. To which I sent laughing emojis. I said, you're an idiot. A lying little scammer with a rubbish backstory he didn't research. How sad and lazy. At which point I think he blocked me because I tried to access his account just to have a look. And it's not giving me, he's blocked me from his account. So there you go. My little delve into romance scams. I'm not good at them. So we'll see. I do have some other celebrity ones coming up. So have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Talk to you guys later. Bye.